All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rosen on 1st and 10. And his first look is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Solid.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important. And they've done that in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throws in now off the bootleg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hey, boy, you got 4. 4 down. Don't go. 180. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Ram, ram, ram.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Black, black. Single, single, single.
On second down, here's Wentz. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Tight end's right. Sport Tokyo. 4 down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Lynch 5-3. Lynch 5-3. Here, shift. 81. 81.
Wentz now on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Come on now. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, it's Rosen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Come on now, Aubrey. Come on now. Let's go.
Wentz to throw on second down. And complete to Zach Ertz. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And they'll go on the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Waiting. Sunday.
A first down carry for Smith. Shifts by him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Lion.
They go play action here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Hang in there now. Don't go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing is Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Elliott now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll begin here with Blunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Foreman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Rosen. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get this down to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. And now it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen eluding the pressure right. And this is complete. It's Allen. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st down, Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on now.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Eagles on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 120. Stay forward, Tokyo. Hey, stack.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Sunday.
And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The Eagles on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11.
Lion. Liz. Take four.
Wentz going to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Rosen off the play action. Going deep here for Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Rosen going underneath to Blunt. More rumbling with a first down and more. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Timmy Jernigan able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Rosen will throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And Forbath will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And out now come the Eagles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
There we go, back man. 20.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go. That's you. That's you. Single.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Throwing for his line back, and he's got it. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Everyone's got 4 down. Listen. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. Forbath, the extra point. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wentz. And Incomplete here on third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Rosen. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, it's Rosen. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. A carry for Foreman, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now it's Rosen looking toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On second down, here's Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On second down, here's Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. On play action, Rosen. Shutting defenders at the 15. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and roll for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now Rosen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
sound.